But this is like the first one, but the subsequent issues actually were more, I think, thought out. Because he's really known for like documenting the poaching of the elephants.
Yeah.
And he rented a plane and would shoot from above, just all these insane
The carcasses.
poached elephants with their faces sawed off, you know?
Yeah, that's just depressing, Ed.
Yeah. To that show I was telling you about at the Huck magazine place.
Yeah.
We're just gonna tack a bunch of loose prints up, so nothing framed. So I have to, at some point, move all this furniture out and like figure out what that space will look like. And then over here.
Do you get an idea of layout before you get there, or do you just do it on the fly?
No, we're gonna do another. This is basically 2 shows. The show in Milan is just gonna be show up with a big pile and go for it.
Yeah.
But the one in London is more like I have a certain space, so I kind of have to like get at least an idea of like how much to bring. I don't want to bring too much if only like 1/4 of it's gonna go up.
Right.
Let's see what else to it.
It's so cool when you have visitors and you post it like Ray when Ray comes by.
I know, I gotta do you. I had a little trip out there. I'm like, TG's standing in my kitchen right now, dude. I mean, I've known you for a long time, and like, shouldn't be fanning out anymore at this point. But I had a little moment, like, that guy's right here, like sitting right there.
Another old guy over there.
But I'm working on this painting that it's gonna be 3 panels. That panel will go over there. Right there. But I don't have that much space, so I just kind of, this is almost as big as I can go kind of thing. And then the dark room's here.
Yeah, it's great to see. It's always interesting to see other people's workspace.
This is like a time capsule. Look at that. It's like
yeah.
the OG Thunders, OG Team Riders. It's basically like a late 80s board that just has been sitting here. Yeah.
Big old fat
Schmidt
rails.
sticks, rails. Yeah, I never wanted to be like that bitter old guy who's just like, my day was the best.
Oh, dude, those fucking dudes are the worst.
Yeah, it's just like,
show these skaters what's up.
Skating was better back then. It's like, yeah, it just evolves. It's like an evolving thing.
Yeah.
Can't really, I can look back fondly at my times, but it's not relevant to your time. Talking to a kid, it's like, why they shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. I come from an era that's like you brought in a lot more technical stuff, and I come from.
But I was a worker too. I wasn't like. I didn't have that natural talent.
Oh yeah.
I had to work for it, for sure.
It's just, I don't know.
But yeah, some of these guys are just like, magical's the only word for it now.
You just, as a skater, you know how hard this stuff is.
Yeah.
You just know. And you're not, all those cats who play video games, all those people who think they know about skateboarding, can you do a 1620? And you're like.
It looks like video games now.
It looks like video games.
There's just, you probably saw the clip, I don't even know who it was, but some dude did like a front crook on some giant, I don't know, it's been floating around. I've seen it a couple times.
On a rail?
It's like a video game.
Yeah.
That guy Cole Wilson in the new Foundation video does all this rail stuff. And it's like,
yeah.
It's like a video game.
Yeah, totally.
You just stand on a nose grind for like 40 feet.
They pinch it in there. And
he's like lighting a cig as he's doing it, like whatever.
2 or 3 king rail,
yeah.
But they pinch it in there. And it's just like,
on a nose grind. Just like having a drink as he's doing it, whatever.
Yeah. What are all the...
Oh, these are just like some of the heads that I hadn't painted yet. Now they've been sitting here for years.
You did the lamps too.
I did a lamp with this.
That was cool.
Yeah, this company. There's one sitting out there on the table.
Those were cool. I wanted one of those.
So maybe at some point I'll paint these, although they have been sitting here forever. You can see the difference in the first ones where it was like cut with just like a handsaw.
With a handsaw.
And then my gallery in Copenhagen knows a place that does. This was cut with water. They have a water cutter.
Yeah.
They cut MDF with water. So yeah, so I can make like way better shapes.
How can you do the MDF? Was that
I don't know.
Decision?
They decided that that's the best thing. I was like, I just need this to be this thick and whatever.
Yeah.
And they thought MDF would be the best because I would ultimately paint it. It's basically all my photo book, like the books of proof sheets, and have I archived it? Yes or no? Have I extracted the photos for the skate book? Yes or no? So I finally got all the way down, got all of them checked. Some of them aren't even checked.
Oh man.
Now I gotta recheck those. I think I stopped messing with this. This has just been there for years.
Look like you're selling large quantities of art.
That's a Tobin Andy Roy getting his ball slicked. Someone, kid gave me that trophy at Vancouver one year, Colonel Sanders.
That's awesome.
Some of the old Munster trophies. I have a 1, 2, 3 of that.
Oh, that's funny. That's rad.
At some point, I started like I digitally archive all this stuff now.
Wow.
So I'm still working on it, but like every morning, I basically get up and spend a couple hours. Not a couple hours, but that's usually the one thing I'll just do for like an hour in the morning is just separate some proof sheets from the past. Because up and now I do it as I go. So I'll get a batch. I'll scan the proof sheets. I'll separate each photo and title it in the book and everything. So when I look for it, I can find it.
Man.
But the hard part is going back. It's like you can do it up till now. So all these proofs are scanned, but not all of them are separated yet. So I can't really search all of them. So sometimes I still have to dig in and look for stuff. Like I can just search for, someone's name, John Humphreys, and this will pop up and it'll say, can't read that, book 16, proof 4,
Yeah.
So I'll know exactly where the neg is if I need to find it for something. So I'll lay out a book now using all the little layer as JPEGs because I just scan them right off this.
Right.
I'll scan them 10 inches off of this, and so I can lay out a book without ever touching anything. Get it all the way down to like here's exactly what I'm going to use, and then just print that list out, come and pull them all, and get them scanned or print them or whatever.
That's.
And I thought I was like in shambles, but then every other photographer I talked to now is like jealous of this. And I'm like, shit, I guess I'm doing all right. Because like some big name dudes are like, yeah, I don't even have it this organized, so I guess I'm doing something right.
Well, you're being smart about it.
Feeling good about it, yeah. Yeah, those are floating around. I got a weird stack of those. I have like 3 or 4.
I think you gave me one.
Around.
I think I had your book.
Where is it now, Tommy?
I don't know. Somewhere in the basement?
Which book? I have
The
this.
Teenage Smokers?
Oh.